Can you guys read that? I need you to do that. Follow the tide. Because the tide is swelling. Alright? Alright, the reason I'm showing you these things is because I want you to do yourself a huge favor right now. I want you to look up Gina-Cain. Gina-Cain. Gina Champion-Cain. Okay? This is her, I think, corporate offices. Why I say that is because you see the Surf Life logo right there? And the Surfrider Pizza logo? And Andrea's logo. See that logo right there? These are all business under the umbrella. Oh, and here's another one. Fireside. See that Fireside logo? The Fireside logo? That's another restaurant over there in Liberty Station she just opened up. Oh, and Love Surf. There's another logo of one of many of her businesses. Gina-Cain. Gina Champion-Cain. Look at this building. This used to be where I'd go to the lab, and this was Photic. This was the biggest lab in San Diego, because now we don't have photo labs. We have, well, here. There's Swell. Love to Surf Vacation Homes. You see that? It says Love to Surf Vacation Homes. Swell, that's the coffee place. Well, this is the corporate umbrella that she's worked under. She, Gina Cain, 3 years after graduating, USD started this company. And in that time, particularly starting around the mid-2000s, early 2000s, she started this American National Investment Company. So she's got like a couple different branches of it. And on top of that, she's got like 40 different businesses, dozens of restaurants. Check it out. There's even more over here. Cultivate. Many people think that's a dispensary, that one there. And then the patio group, that's where she really made a name for herself. And then the patio marketplace, that's a new place. She actually opened up one in San Francisco. So why the fuck am I talking about this woman, huh? Well, guess what? David Peterson can't even lay claim to this. Dude, this woman, under the what is it, the National Investment Group, American National Investment, I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, American National Investment. So, under American National Investments, Gina Cain built $300 million from 50 people. Who do you know who's done that? Who do you know has done that? So apparently Gina Champion-Cain has been indicted by the Securities Exchange Commission. Why? Because she talked 50 investors, that's about $6 million each, into investing in loans that she was telling them she was giving to people looking for liquor licenses. She had 50 people she had coerced into giving her money so that she could lend it to people who were looking for business licenses. And because of this scheme, dude, I mean, I don't know how many people here can imagine all the different scenarios and all the different kind of ways she could have fucked over, especially you, the likes of David Peterson. But man, she got away with as much or more than Arb did just from 50 people. You know what? And the SEC's protecting those 50 people. Fuck you, they're doing that. Fuck you, every one of those 50 fucking people deserve to get fucked. If any of those 50 people had a blockchain of what Gina was up to, she would have never gotten away with this. And we're gonna believe that the SEC is gonna make it better? I know a woodworker who was doing a bunch of stuff for her restaurants. And I asked him specifically if he was working on terms. He's working on some long terms. I'm about to call him and find out what's going on with him. Ian, about how much work he has due to them. They bought artwork from me when they opened the patio over in Lamont. They have a huge print of mine. They've sold it a couple times, and I've resold a wholesale price to them. The last time I was in there a couple years ago to resell one of my prints to them so they could sell it again, it took 2 hours to collect my money. They said they were going to pay me, and this fat Bea woman fucking sat there and ate in front of me for 2 hours while she was telling me the credit card she handed me was good, while I was there was no way for me to process it. I finally said I was going to take my property with me, and you can pay, when you pay me, I can bring it back. And finally, one of her assistants paid the PayPal invoice that they said they were going to pay initially. So her demeanor towards money reflected in her, all the way down to her interior designer who was paying me. So, yeah, guys, the idea that the world's full of scammers, $300 million. You think she's gonna serve any jail time? Fuck no. You think those 50 people are gonna get their money back? Fuck no. What about the girls in here? The reason I know about this business so much is the girls in here. They do food prep for like your instant, you know, when you walk into 7-Eleven and stuff and you got those ready-made salads and sandwiches, they do that right in there. And what they do is they serve the business community around here. I get my $5 BLTs from there. They make these $1 cookies. You gotta wait a half an hour for it to make. These chocolate chip cookies, they're like cakes. They're beautiful. Guess what? I don't get any more. Well, probably the reason I got them was because of the scam she perpetrated. I don't know where you're gonna get a BLT that's as good as that for $5. Cultivate, that's where. If you ever want any good sandwiches for super cheap. And there's nothing in there. It's just a kitchen. I walk in there and I'm standing on concrete next to food choppers, kitchen sinks, and counters where they prep. And some, you know, Hobart where they make dough and stuff. And so all these people that are employed by the Patio Group and American National Investments, what's going to happen to them? Huh? You think the Securities Exchange Commission is going to fucking protect them? How about all the businesses, like I said, Ian, who is owed money by this entity? I'm guessing Ian is. I don't know. Hopefully he got out. Hopefully he got his money before. Because I know he was in deep, man, like 6 figures deep in fucking work for these people. Like deep. He makes some beautiful furniture out of like tree trunks and shit. So Gina Cain scammed $300 million out of 50 people. And as far as I'm concerned, every one of those 50 people should suffer the consequences. As far as I'm concerned, the SEC is just going to make the problem worse for everybody involved, including the employees, the people that matter the most in my world. These people that are all have come to rely on them, rely on their jobs through this entity. I knew it was fishy. I mean, my experience with the Patty Group and the way she was opening restaurants around town, this entity, and buying up properties and doing Airbnbs, it was fishy. It was so fishy. I'd never seen anything grow that fast. And, you know, God bless her for hiring a bunch of people at least, huh? That whole building is all her. All the American National Investments, I should say. And she's taking the fall for the whole thing, it looks like. And not that there's going to be any fall. She's such a celebrity. The SEC is just going to try and make themselves look good. It's a bad, bad deal, man. Anyways, the reason I brought this up is obvious. If the blockchain existed and we had traceable, immutable understanding whatever she was participating in when it came to money, do you think those 50 people would have invested in her? And if everybody knew that when they invest, if they did decide to invest into you, do you think the SEC would have the ability to be able to police that shit? Huh? You know, people get involved with shit not knowing the full fucking deal. And this space has taught me that, like, better than probably any of the fucking 50 that got bilked out of fucking their money from her. Because they're all hoping the SEC is going to do something for them. Suckers, huh? I bet you that's what she's saying. Look up this woman, Gina Cain. And look up what David Peterson and so many others aspire to. I'm right where I work. That's how I know about this. Yeah, this is my new manufacturing facility. There's the van. I'm Unit B. I got upstairs and downstairs. Full disclosure. Matter of fact, I'll show you a new sign I made. Yeah, I wanted to make a bunch of points about this, but I don't know what to say, you know? I just think it's going to be a transfer of wealth. I don't think she's going to suffer very much, nowhere near as anybody like Julian Assange for telling the truth. She literally, look at these new signs I made. Really cool, huh? This is the downstairs. I got one for the upstairs. I do the finishing and framing down here and the printing upstairs. But yeah, the world as it exists today is no different than it was before crypto. Crypto's just turning into the problem. Get everything on the blockchain, guys. Make this world a better place. So we don't need any regulators. Regulators ain't gonna do shit. I'll try and keep you posted and to see what happens with the outcome of this $300 million she defrauded from 50 investors. You know what I'd like to know? Who were the 50 stupid motherfuckers? You know what? I bet you that would say a lot about the whole fucking scenario of the situation, how she got to do what she did. You know? How many of those 50 motherfuckers got an affiliate to refer another person to get scammed by her? There's where the problem lies. You know? And there is no problem, to be completely honest with you. She lied. You know? Nobody died, but a lot of people suffered. A lot of people. A lot of people. A lot of good people. Real people. That's the problem. If everything she did as far as her finances were concerned, or the company she had done was on a blockchain that was transparent and immutable, none of this would happen. Wouldn't be such a big deal. Man. Probably have more on it some other time, but I'm going to the waves. I probably won't show you video of it because I got to work after that. Yeah. 50 people got built at $300 million. All in the name of Gina Cain and National American Investments. A USD alum, no less. The school USD is a Catholic school here in town. And as a matter of fact, there's a couple grads who've seen my work where they go to school, and now they're working somewhere. And where they're working, those people are buying my artwork. The world is a very, very small place. And I'm very, very happy about the office I'm going to be filling. The office I'm going to be filling walls with my artwork with. So I'm super grateful, but by the same token, I'm not capable of being blind. I've got tons of thoughts on my mind. Julian Assange, negative interest rates. Yeah, the negative interest rate thing. Here's the one real quick for you. I think negative interest rates are just an indication of how the world is being depopulated, and through negative interest rates, they won't have to suffer through a depression. They'll just say that we're not breeding enough, and we can't breed enough because we're going to kill the planet, so we need to kill the money and kill people in doing so. So as the money as the money goes away, so will the population. You know, like I said, silver's on its way. As soon as you get to $20, you're going to see my scam, and I'll be selling silver, you know, and preaching, you know, the next scam, which will be silver, because it's been that way forever. You know, it was always the people's money, and it'll help a little bit. It'll help considering where we're at right now. It'll help a lot, but it's not going to make the whole situation better. We need transparent, immutable participation, and hopefully I get some help with that, because the Ginas of the world, there's enough of them. We don't need any more of them. We need good guys like the people watching this channel.